But to some people who went through the process, the way he's putting it, they have a different opinion about IEBC 6 years later.
Well, it depends, because you see, if you ask someone what happened in Bomas, everyone has a different perspective.
Yes.
For instance, I was in the audience. So if I give you my account, I'll be giving you as a third party viewing what was happening, how the police were behaving, how certain people, you know, were behaving.
Yes.
If you ask the police in their capacity, they will tell you their perspective. So for me, I think IEBC really has gone through a tough time. And remember, the Cherera 4 were hired, was it a month before
Yes.
elections?
Yes.
And it is the 4 of them who actually went towards one direct, and they were hired, like we said, the processes of actually now getting the commissioners. That's something that we are looking into, and we are actually reviewing, because we even have a special sitting this Thursday at the Senate for certain amendments on the IEBC, the you know, who's going to make up the panel of the
just a
vetting.
snippet. What's containing that the process you're going through?
So the process, there is an amendment.
A proposal, yes.
Yeah, there's a proposed amendment on the different people who are actually going to make up the panel of the vetting of the commissioners. You know, now the commissioners will be coming in. And I think that's an important starting point, because the people who vet, the panel that actually vets the commissioners that come in, we are looking at transparency, we're looking at people who are non-biased, so that it's not like you're going to have one particular person, for instance, the executive just coming in and saying, I'm going to put in this, my commissioners, as we have seen in the past. And, you know, when you start from there, for sure, it will affect the independence of the commission in terms of the process of actually getting the people in there. So, and those are some of the amendments that are being looked at in the special sitting on Thursday. And I think what's refreshing is that for the first time, we are actually not waiting until it's 6 months to the next general election for us to change what needs to be changed. And
that brings a lot of political interests.
Yeah, and you know, one of the recommendations that the report came out is that, you know, for instance, the commissioners should be hired 2 years before the general election. But even worse than the main thing is that it's not only 2 years before the general election, but all these amendments, people who are saying that, you know, for instance, the chair of the commission should not have certain powers, this is the time to bring the amendments. This is actually the time to have IEBC as an independent electoral body have close collaboration with legislators. Because if they think that there were certain things that were wrong, including even the issues on security of commissioners, who should be able to access tallying centers, things like that, if that needs to be embedded in our laws, then this is the time to actually bring those amendments. And I think for that, I would say we are going in the right direction.